Okay, today's video is showing the fact that I now have all the styrofoam and inner layer of Filon installed on the buck. It's quite cold out right now. The glue that I'm using can be applied at -18 C and as high as, I think, 60 degrees C. I don't know where you would ever be that it would be that hot, but I'm sure there's somewhere. At any rate, you can see I have the straps on and various scraps of wood here and there just to keep it flat. Keep the glue, because the glue is going to take a long time to cure. Actually, I believe this coming week it's going to be well above freezing here, which will be great. So I can take the straps off and get everything cleaned up, ready for the outer layer of Filon. You can see the top of the buck here. I just cut this piece, which is another foam piece for the sidewalls. I already had two, but this pink one is pretty beat up, and I decided that because I got a deal on this black foam to make another one to replace that one. The other problem with the pink foam is it is actually slightly narrower than the white or the black foam. Probably because it's so old and it's been sitting up in our little attic storage area here. It gets fairly hot in here in the summertime. There's no insulation in this garage. And it also gets very cold in the wintertime. So anyway, I used the buck. I screwed the foam down at the four corners because putting a little hole in it here and there doesn't really matter that much. The glue will fill the holes. So I used the top of the buck to use the router with a ball bearing trim bit in it to create a perfectly exact shape for the sidewalls. I think it's going to come out very nice. It's been a lot of work, but the bulk of the work in getting this foam on was the fact that I didn't have one big piece of Filon to put on first. Also, one fun thing about doing it this way is the Filon comes off the roll in a certain direction, which means it always wants to coil up in a certain direction. When it's on the, when you're putting on the inside layer of Filon, it's going on backwards onto the buck. So it's constantly trying to spring back off the buck, which makes it very awkward. I did do a few things to make it easier. There's actually some screws into the Filon, but they're going to be covered up by the strips I have to put on where the joints are after. So, but I can just reach inside the buck and take those screws out, and then hopefully when I have the outer layer of Filon on, the plan is to simply unscrew this top plate, and then nothing will be hanging on to the actual trailer body, and then the idea will be to slide it up and out. I'll be putting some cleats on the bottom to hold up the Filon while I'm gluing it on. And then, but I'll be able to do that all in one operation. I'll clean off the buck, clean off all the foam, wipe it down, and then the Filon will sit on the cleats on the bottom, which will be spaced so it's the right distance of overhang. And then I'll be able to glue a section, work the Filon onto the foam, glue another section, keep going all the way around. And because I have, in freezing temperatures, probably have a couple of hours of working time with this glue. In warm temperatures, not so much. 20 minutes is all you're gonna get before nothing will slide around after 20 minutes. I don't know what else I can say. That's about it for today. I'm quite happy having completed this stage. The next stage will go much quicker. The other thing I'll probably do to make it very easy to glue the Filon onto the sides by just leaving them on top of here. I'll probably do that this week once I get more Filon. I am thinking about using Asdel on the inside panel. I may still do that. I may just go ahead and get that first, because it's quite a drive to where I have to go to get the Filon. It's the closest place is down there, Chatham, Ontario, which is 3.5 hours from here. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.